Today we're going to start in child's pose. So, however you need from wherever you are, go ahead and make your way towards, the back of your mat and come into a child's pose, whether that's starting from tabletop and then just slowly finding the hips shifting back. Good morning. So, find yourself in child's pose. We're just going to get started here. Take your time. So hip shift back over the heels or towards the feet, opening the knees up as wide as you'd like today. And then you could reach the arms forward or you can reach the arms down the side body. You decide today. And everybody will just kind of start here. We'll just kind of start to turn that focus inside. So notice we always kind of have a starting point. One where you can just start to draw yourself inward, one where you can start to just notice the breath. So child's pose, a little touch into the hips. This is a form of a forward fold as well. And today I'm just going to recommend that we start to breathe deep through the nose. And again, it's just a suggestion. So if you can't breathe through the nose today, nothing wrong with that. Just find a breath, a rhythm that feels right with your body. And again, noticing the breath, we're just going to start to deepen our breathing as you inhale. Full breath out as you exhale. And if you can, we're just going to start to keep that breath fluid. So not only are you breathing out of your nose if you can, but keeping the breath deep and keeping the breath fluid so that it stays with us. It becomes our anchor. And then just settling into that breath. Checking into the body, checking into the mind. How do I feel? I'll take 5 more big breaths here. Child's pose, deep bottom belly breath, nose breathing. And again, it just becomes our anchor that we find the inhales. We release through the exhales. Last 3. Beautiful for 2. Wherever you are, take 1 more full breath in. Breathe it out. If not already, reach the arms forward. So we're finding our arms reaching, our fingers spreading wide. And then just come to a tabletop position. So find yourself wrist in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Start to tuck the toes behind you. And right away, we're just going to make our way to our first downward facing dog. Start to feel it out. Start to pedal it out. Keep the breath with you. So we just come into our first downward facing dog. And again, it's fairly early, so find what kind of feels right for you. And then just breathe into that bottom belly. We're just keeping that nose breathing if you can all the way throughout class. Beautiful, you guys. From here, stay in this downward facing dog. Just check it out, pedal the feet, maybe find some stillness if that's calling your name. If a lot of movement's calling your name, move through whatever you need. Maybe you come up onto the tippy toes. That's always nice. Sometimes press the heels back Again, maybe bending one knee, maybe bending the other. We're gonna stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. The fingers spreading wide as you press into the mat. The hips lifting up, the hamstrings finding a nice sweet stretch here. Take one more full breath in. Stay for the breath out. And then if you're with me, keep the hands pressing, the fingers spreading wide. Let's start to bend through the knees, start to lower the knees down. We're hovering, we're still pressing the floor away. The hips kind of lower down as the knees lower down too. Bear pose, hover, breathe. And then if you're with me, take a huge inhale. Stay for the exhale. We're gonna come to plank pose. So shift forward as you breathe in. Find that engagement in the core. The heels press back. You press the floor away. The heart shines forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's come back to downward facing dog, but we're gonna flow that through. So we're just gonna go to bear to plank. So take a breath in. On the exhale, hover down, bear. And on the inhale, shift forward to plank. Beautiful. Back to bear pose just right away. Come forward to plank pose. If you want to add on, come back to bear as you breathe out. If you're adding on right knee, right tricep, you shift to plank. Bear pose, exhale. Left knee, left tricep. Beautiful. Bear pose. Let's get 4 more. Maybe the right knee to tricep. Maybe not. Maybe you're just shifting forward to that plank. Shift it back. Last 2. Shift forward. Bear pose. Whoo. Left knee, left elbow. Bear pose. Hold. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Whoo. Definitely getting into the legs right away. Definitely building some heat. Press the heart back. Slowly step up to the top of the mat. Find yourself in a standing forward fold. Hang here. Stay here. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway the hips. Find what feels good. And then just breathe. I like to sway side to side. See if that feels good for you. If it doesn't, again, finding what is calling your name. It's your practice. Keeping the breath with you. Notice we still have it with us. Big inhales through the nose. Massive exhales through the nose. Last 3 breaths here. Find what you need. We're just going to get right into our first warm-up series. We'll take the first one a little slow as we usually do. If you brought the hands to elbows, just lower the hands down. Bring the hands to the shins. Maybe bent knees still. Find a half lift. Gaze up and forward. Exhale, forward, dive into those legs. If not already, bend the knees. We'll slowly roll up to standing. Once you're there, keep the arms reaching up as you breathe in, reach up, and then just hinge at those hips again. Forward, fold, dive back in. Find that half lift, full length. Plant the hands to plank, step back. When you're ready, lower down to your belly. Fingers stay where they are, toes unravel, chest lifts, cobra, first one. And then make your way back to a downward facing dog. That could be through table, that could be through plank. Find yourself here, 5 breaths. Downward facing dog, we come back in, hamstrings a little bit warmer. Breath a little deeper. And then you just stay, you breathe. So warm up A, traditional warm up A, no prayer at the top. We'll just kind of add to it. We'll just pick up a pace a little bit, but not too quick. Just enough. Let's get 3 rounds. If you're with me, press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat, fold. Inhale, find that glance, half lift. Forward fold, dive out. Stand up, reach up, grow tall with those arms. And then just hinge at those hips, forward fold, dive back in. Half lift as you breathe in. Plant the hand, step or float it right away. Lower through your vinyasa. On an inhale, cobra. On an exhale, downward facing dog. Come back in, 5 rounds of breath. Again, no rush. Just gently warming up the body. Gently deepening the breath. Stay here, breathe here. 2 more rounds. Warm up A. Surya Namaskara A. We press our heart back. Step or float, top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Forward dive, breathe it out. Inhale, grow tall, reach up. Exhale, forward fold right back into those legs. Half lift, inhale. Plant the hand, step or float it. Your vinyasa, maybe through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 5 rounds of breath. Again, no rush. We got 1 last round. Whew. Checking into the body. How does the body feel? We definitely kind of got right into things. Definitely added some heat to our body fairly quickly. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forward. Root to grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back in. Half lift. Inhale. Plant the hand, step or float it. Find your vinyasa. Never too early to skip it if you need. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Stay here. Check in. How do the shoulders feel? How does the head and neck feel? How do the back of those legs feel? Breathe, breathe, breathe into your back body. Heels pressing down low. Let's move on into our second warm up. Again, taking the first round a little slow. We just practice. We just rehearse this first round. Right leg's gonna lift up on inhale. And then step that foot through, ball of the back toes, setting the legs up for crescent lunge. When you're ready, root to rise, stay. Crescent, rise, stay. Strong in those legs, strong in that lower body. Hips square towards the front of the room. We're breathing here. A little balance to get you started. Ha, 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 check in. Legs strong, really rooting through that bottom right foot. The back leg super, super active. It draws in. Muscle to bone, zip it up. Take 1 more breath in, reach up. Warrior 2, breathe out. Beautiful, stay and breathe. Front heel in line with that back middle arch. Beautiful, breathe. Allowing the shoulders to drop down and away from the ears. Arms reaching, find that length. Maybe check into the back arm. Is it as high as you thought it was? Keep the legs as they are, flip the front palm, reverse that warrior, inhale. Find that side body stretch through the right side ribs, legs strong, breath spilling. Beautiful. Keep that, reach up a little more. Cartwheel the hands down, step that foot back, lower slow. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let's just get that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Step that foot through, ball of the back toes, get the legs set. Once you're ready, rise up, reach up, crescent lunge. Check in. Keep breathing. In and out of that nose. Keep the legs strong, keep the belly engaged, light through the upper body. Keep breathing. Whew. Last couple moments here, crescent lunge, reach the arms up. Warrior two, open out, spin that back foot flat. Again, check into the legs. Check into the arms, the upper body, breathe. Beautiful, you guys, staying with it, just feeling these shapes in our bodies. We start out. Flip that front palm, reverse that warrior, find that sweet side stretch. A little space through those side ribs. That front knee still bent. Beautiful, last couple here. Reach on an inhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Step the foot back, find your vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog, breathe it out. Woo. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Just fold back into the legs. We're gonna come into the hamstrings right away. Shift the weight to the right foot. Left foot's gonna lift up, standing split, hands low, head heavy. And then the standing split, it could be more like a standing L or a warrior three legs. You could square the hip down if you're ready for it, maybe opening the hip a little bit. You decide, find your reach through those left toes. Breathe. If you want to bring that right hand behind the ankle or the calf, you decide, breathe in and out of that nose. Last 5. It is early, so find what feels good. Last 4, we're definitely finding a stretch through the legs, that bottom right hamstring. 3. Beautiful for 2. Toes are gonna reach up on an inhale. Set that left foot to meet the right. Slow as you can, forward, fold. Let's just switch sides. So half lift first. Fold it back in. Right leg's gonna reach up, inhale. Stay here, breathe here. Check in. Finding what kind of feels right for you as you breathe. Again, if you wanted to find that square hip, that's absolutely an option. I just like to open my hip a little bit. It makes me feel like my leg gets a little bit longer. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Spreading through the toes. If you want to bring that left hand behind to catch the ankle or the calf, absolutely. Head hanging heavy. Just feeling these hamstrings, breathing into them. Beautiful, last couple breaths. Toes are gonna reach up on an inhale. Forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Dive back into those legs. Bend the knees to 90, weight into the heels, find a chair pose, squat low, Utkatasana. So we come in, our legs start to turn on, even though we've already gotten a lot into them. You should be able to see your toes. Your belly should be engaged. Your shoulders should draw down and back. Breathe. Warm up B. Take an inhale. Forward dive. Fold it out. Half lift. Breathe in. Plant the hands. Step or float it. Lower slow. Inhale. Find a cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Come back in. Take a huge breath in. Breath out, stay here. So we're gonna switch some things up. I forgot to get a shape in this first round. We're just gonna add it to here. We're gonna flow it through one breath, one movement. It'll be like nothing happened. So instead of lifting the right leg up, we're just gonna step the right foot through. Find your way to crescent lunge. Inhale. Stay in crescent legs, arms sweep down the ribs, lightening. And then make your way to warrior two. Open out as you inhale. Beautiful, reverse up and back. To your mat, find a vinyasa, lower slow. See, just like nothing happened. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And then same thing, just step the left foot through right away. Don't lift the leg. Inhale, reach up. Sweep the arms down the ribs, lightening. Beautiful warrior two, open out. Inhale for reverse. Exhale to your mat, find your vinyasa, lower down. Inhale. Downward facing dog, come back in. Press the chest back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold. Chair pose, come right into it. We'll skip those standing splits and then fold back out. Half lift, breathe in. Plant the hand, step or float, lower slow. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, step that right foot through. Inhale for crescent. Sweep the arms down the back. Warrior two, open out. Reverse inhale. To your mat, find your vinyasa, lower slow. Inhale, hard up. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot through. Inhale, crescent. Lightning warrior. Yes, it's quick. Warrior two, open. Inhale for reverse. Exhale to your mat. This is number two. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift. Forward bow. Chair pose. One big inhale. Forward dive. Get out. Half lift. Inhale. Plant the hands. Step or float it. You could just step back to downward facing dog. Or you could go through that back bend. Back to down dog right away. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, crescent. Lightning it is. Warrior two. Inhale for reverse. To your mat, find your vinyasa flow. Hard up. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot through right away. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms back. Warrior two. Beautiful reverse. To your mat, find your vinyasa. That's number three. We're going to five. Inhale. Down dog. Press the heart back. Step or float, top of the mat. Half lift, heart rate getting up there. I know, forward fold. Chair pose, deep breathing. Forward dive, back out. Half lift. Plant the hand, step or float it, lower slow. Inhale for cobras. Exhale, down dog right away. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, crescent. Lightning it is. Open out, warrior two. Reverse, breathe in. Beautiful, cartwheel it down. Find your vinyasa. Yes, I can. Inhale. Downward facing dog right away. Left foot steps. Inhale, crescent. Lightning down the ribs. Warrior two, open out. Reverse. Beautiful. Cartwheel it down. Find a vinyasa. That's number 4. Whoo! Downward facing dog. Press the heart back. Step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, dive in. Chair pose, squat low. Yes, I can. Forward fold. Last one for those. Half lift. Plant the hand, step or float, lower slow. Inhale, we're definitely gonna sweat today if you aren't already. Downward facing dog, right away, right foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms down the ribs. Warrior 2, open out. Reverse to your mat, find your vinyasa, lower down. One more side, inhale. Downward facing dog, right away, left foot forward. Inhale for crescent. Exhale, arms down the ribs. We're gonna wake you up today if you're not already. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse to your mat, find a vinyasa, lower down, heart up. Downward facing dog, take a couple breaths. Stay in this down dog. If you need a break though, you can absolutely find a child's pose. Beautiful. From here, let's just get one little thing we're gonna add on. I promise it's gonna be some active rest, and then we'll get a nice rest after that. Step the right foot through just like before. Inhale for crescent, stay here. Check in. Legs strong. We're gonna find a little bit more balance. So if you're with me, lean the upper body forward, shift into that third warrior, breathe. Find it. Arms down the ribs, maybe hands heart center. Finding that balance on this right leg. Although you have seen this before with that standing split. Take one more breath in, that's where we're going. Hands down low, either to a block or to your fingertips as that left leg reaches. Standing split, find those hamstrings again. Beautiful, breathe. Let the head hang. Let the sweat drip. Beautiful. If you're with me, we're going to come back to that third warrior. I'm going to square the left hip down first and then start to lift the upper body. Use your core, arms down the ribs. Third warrior. Yes. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Bend through the bottom knee. Come back to crescent. Oh, goodness. Warrior 2, open out. Back foot flat. You've been here before, so just check back in. Maybe wipe some sweat. Check in, breathe, legs strong. Flip the front palm, reverse that warrior, find that side stretch again. And then this time, right elbow, right knee, left arm to the ceiling, side angle pose. Really press that forearm into the knee. So we're not sinking into that right shoulder, we're pressing firmly. Whew. So notice here, we get a little bit of active rest, definitely active. Top arm's gonna reach all the way forward, extended side angle. Just a couple moments. Breathe. Skandasana, start to shift the weight towards the back of your mat. And I apologize, I am facing behind you, but on the other side, I will face you. Find your Skandasana, that left heel, it could lift up. Mine definitely does. That just means you're a little bit tighter on that side. Breathe. Beautiful, stay with it. Should feel nice along that right leg. We're catching our breath. If you're with me, we're gonna rebend that front knee, come back to that extended side angle, maybe the right hand down as that left arm reaches up. Breathe. Beautiful. Take a huge inhale, reach. Both hands down to the mat, pivot on the ball of the back toes. Find a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Woo! Right away, step that left foot through. Inhale for crescent, I rise. I stay. I breathe. So we'll just get this on the other side. And then I promise some constructive rest coming right at you. Breathe. Let's find that balance. Lean forward, shift the weight into the left foot. Take flight, arms down the ribs. Third warrior. Breathe in and out of that nose. Check into that bottom leg. Woo, yes. Yes, I can. I showed up on my mat today. And you know, there are definitely challenges. But I do my best. I show up as I need. I can skip anything I need. It's my practice. Hands low to a block or to your fingers as the right leg reaches. Again, my practice. I decide. Head hanging. Breath spilling. Come back in. Did you lose the breath? If you did, just check back into a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Start to activate the core. We're going to square the right hip down. Start to lift the upper body. We're coming back to that third warrior. Yes. Find the balance. Just a couple breaths. Bend through the bottom knee. Come back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Open out, warrior two. Whew. I'm jamming here in the studio. I don't know if you could hear the music, but we're going to energize the day. Flip the palm, reverse that warrior. Find that side stretch. Beautiful. Left elbow, left knee. Right arm first up towards the ceiling. Side angle pose. Breathe. Keep taking in that oxygen. And then when you're ready, top arm all the way forward. Find that extension. Breathe into it. Breathe into the legs. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into that top arm, that right side body. Take one more inhale. Skandasana, start to shift the weight back. Different side, maybe hands low. Breathe. So again, that right heel might be lifted off the mat. Nothing wrong with that. This means it's a little tighter on that right leg. Last couple breaths. Beautiful. Breathing still, checking back in. If you're with me, from Skandasana, come back to that extended side angle, maybe a little deeper. Left hand maybe down. Right arm reaching. Take that full inhale. Both hands down, ball of the back toes. Vinyasa, lower. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Come back in. We're going to get a little bit more rest, a little bit more stretch. Right leg lifts up. Step that foot through. Drop the back knee. Breathe. Yes. So we're in this low lunge. The back foot's unraveled. And you decide, the hands can stay low or you can climb up the knee. We definitely got warm in the body. So you might want to reach the arms up too. I don't know. Decide what feels good. We're here for 5. Beautiful for 4. Last 3. For 2. If you are reaching up, bring the hands down to the mat. We're going to shift the hips back, find a half split for 5. Flex or point the toes. Find again a stretch through the right hamstring. Keep breathing. Check in. Lots of length through the spine. When you're ready, rebend that front knee, plant the hands, vinyasa, or just step back, down dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog, come back in. Let's just switch that out. Left leg, inhale, lift. Step that foot through, drop the back knee, unravel the back toes. So different side, maybe different sensations. Notice where you're gonna go. I'm gonna climb up my knee. Maybe you reach your arms up. If you need a little padding under that knee, it's always nice to have a towel or even just roll up your mat if you need to. Although we're not here super long, so find what feels good. Again, just coming back to the breathing. In and out of that nose. Take one more inhale where you are. Hands low to the mat. Start to shift the hips back. Find that half split. 5 rounds of breath. Whew. Check in. Definitely waking ourselves up this Tuesday morning. Definitely getting a sweat. We do have a little bit more to get to as usual. Rebend that front knee, plant the hands, vinyasa or just down dog, you decide. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, back to down dog. Woo. Let's just get right into it. Inhale the right leg up. Step the foot through, find crescent lunge. Been here before, root to rise. Stay here, check in. First round, we'll check in. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're gonna lean forward just like before. Third warrior, check in here. Notice this shape. So we just went from crescent to third warrior. We're gonna find those shapes a couple times through. We're gonna flow that. One breath, one movement. So if you're with me, 5 rounds, bend the bottom knee, come to crescent lunge, and then come back to third warrior, breathe out. Inhale for crescent, yes I can. We're gonna cook that right leg, sweep it back, third. Inhale, crescent. Third warrior, that's 3, yes I can. Maybe fall, bend the bottom knee, crescent. Come back to warrior 3. Last one, crescent. This is 5, warrior 3, stay here, breathe. Bottom leg working that glute, definitely on fire. Bring the hands down low, leg stays lifted, standing split. Whoo. We're gonna cook into this right leg a little bit more, and I promise, yes, you can. Keep the toes up, inhale. Bend both knees. We're gonna find a yoga curtsy. If you need to look forward, you can. Knee to knee. So we're bending both knees into each other. The hands are still low. On the inhale, lift the left leg up. Let's flow that through. 5 rounds, just like before. So inhale, the leg lifts. Knee to knee, yoga curtsy. Inhale it up. Knee to knee, that's 2. Inhale. Knee to knee for 3. Inhale, 2 more, you got this. Beautiful, inhale it up. Knee to knee, yoga curtsy. Oh goodness, lift that left leg. Forward, fold, maybe bend the knees. Maybe sway the hips. Half lift, last thing for this side. Forward, fold, dive. Chair pose, squat low. We're gonna find a twist. Hands to the heart, right, left elbow to the right knee. Oh goodness, that glute on fire, I know. Breathe. Whew, we're just gonna add a little heat to that fire. Shift the weight to the right foot. Start to hover that left foot. Oh my goodness, for 3. We're keeping the twist for 2. Last one, come back to chair pose. Oh man, forward fold. Stay here. Bend those knees. Sway side to side. Oh, man. I took a great class with one of my favorite teachers that inspired me for this. I needed a little creativity in my flows. Definitely got that today. We got one last side. Half lift, breathe in. Plant the hand, step or float. I'm just gonna step back to down dog. Woo. Inhale. Downward facing dog, yes. We got that on the other side. Left leg, sweep it up. Step the foot through, find your way. Crescent lunge. Oh, stay here. Check in. And then again, the benefit to this side, you know what's coming. So when you're ready, lean forward, come into that third warrior. Stay here first time. Breathe. So again, we're gonna find that crescent to third warrior flow. 5 rounds, bend the bottom knee, come to crescent, inhale. So third warrior, sweep it back. Inhale for crescent. You could be ahead or behind me, sweep it back. Inhale, crescent. Warrior 3, that's 3. Inhale, sweep it back, yes. Last one, yes I can. Third warrior, stay here. Find the balance, find the breath. Big inhale. Hands low, leg up, standing split. Stay here. Head hangs heavy. We're gonna find that yoga curtsy. So bend that knee, bring the right knee to touch the left one as you bend the left knee too. Inhale, toes up. Knee to knee, yoga curtsy. Sweep it up. Knee to knee, yes I can, that's 2. Inhale. Knee to knee, like she didn't count the first round. Inhale, knee to knee, I know. Last one. Knee to knee, oh, I think that's 4. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, knee to knee, yes. Toes reach. Forward, fold. Oh, goodness, bend those knees. Hang. Last little thing. I promise. Half lift. Forward fold, chair pose, squat low. We gotta find that last twist. Bring the hands to the heart, right elbow to the outside of that left knee. And then you could stay here. You decide, whoo, that left leg on fire, I know. Start to shift the weight to the left foot. Start to hover that right foot. You're keeping the twist for 3, for 2. Set the foot down, chair pose, inhale. Forward fold, holy moly, half lift. Your last vinyasa of the class, lower slow, heart up, downward facing dog. Oh goodness, right leg sweeps up, pigeon pose. Oh goodness, make your way. You have a couple minutes here. Oh yes, just indulge as we slow it down, as we pull it back. Pigeon pose on this right side. Settle in. If you need to wipe some sweat, maybe grab some water. That's always available to you. Breathe. Just melt in. Feel that stretch through the glutes. Through the outer right hip. Feel the breath, feel the heart pulsing. Maybe notice the energy you created today. I've definitely felt like I've had some pent up energy for the past couple weeks, actually. So hopefully for you, I definitely know for me, it got that going, almost kind of making you feel alive with that heart beating fast, with the body getting really warm, with the sweat dripping. And my mind doesn't have to be anywhere else but here. There's something pretty potent about that. Stay in your pigeon pose. Breathe here. We got one last full minute, which is roughly 5 to 8 deep breaths. It's a little different for each of us. See if you can just melt in a little bit more. See if you can let go of any resistance. Maybe you find a little more space. Breathe. Beautiful last couple breaths. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, release that breath out. Slow as you need, bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to come back through down dog just to transition. Tuck the back toes. I'm just going to step back to down dog. Ooh. And let's just switch sides. Left leg reaches. Pigeon pose on the other side. Drop the back knee. Make any adjustments. I have to make an adjustment on my left side often. And then fold in when you're ready. Breathe. Maybe notice the differences from one side to the other. I know for me, one side definitely feels tighter than the other. Doesn't mean it's worse or one side is better than the other. It just means, one side is tighter than the other. There's nothing wrong with that. We're human. Our bodies are not completely symmetrical. Maybe I have different injuries on this side. Keep breathing. Two more minutes. Just to melt towards the earth. See if you can just indulge in this shake. Again, see if you can just let go of anything you're resisting, anything that you're maybe even holding on to a little. Breathe into that. Keeping the breath deep, keeping the breath with you. Last full minute. 5 to 8 breaths. See if you can melt just a little bit deeper. See if you can let the head relax, the shoulders maybe relax. Maybe release through the jaw. Beautiful. Take your last couple breaths. From here, take a huge inhale. We're going to transition a little bit differently. Stay for the breath out. Climb the upper body back. We're just going to lean off to that left hip. And we're going to bring the right leg forward, extending both legs out long. Maybe give yourself a little windshield wiper with the feet. And then if you need to remove any flesh from the sits bones, we're going to come into a seated forward fold. So once you're ready, reach those arms up, grow tall, and then fold forward. Find your depth. We're not here extremely long, probably about 90 seconds. So just fold over those legs and breathe. Doesn't matter if you're super close to your knees or super far from your knees. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings. We definitely touched into those today. Breathe. Let the head just hang super heavy. And even hear the breath spilling. Last few rounds of deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Beautiful. Take your last full inhale, find a little bit of length. Exhale just melts back in towards the legs. Slow as you need, climb the upper body up. We're going to make our way onto our back. So come on to your back, scoot the hips forward if you need. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side, massage that low back, your low spine. And then find a happy baby pose. So grab the soles of the feet or the inner arches of the feet. Grabbing from the outside, you can grab from the inside if that's calling your name. Find that happy baby pose. Maybe sway side to side. Then again, just a gentle touch into the hips here. You already got that pigeon pose, so we definitely already touched in a little. Although that also touches into the glutes there in that pigeon. Maybe find some stillness in your happy baby. Last 5. Last 4. For 3, 2. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. We're going to get inversion here called plow pose. So if you do not have, or if you do have head and neck injuries, I'm going to recommend a seated forward fold again. If you're okay with the head and neck, I always like to unravel my bun if you have a bun. Hug the knees in. Let's lift the feet up towards the ceiling. If you aren't going to plow, you could also just stay here. Bring the hands down low by the mat, palms onto the mat. Once you're ready, lift the hips up and then over. As you make your way to plow, your feet might not touch. It might or might not. You have your body and you need to just listen. What does it need? If it needs the toes to touch, maybe bend the knees. Beautiful last couple breaths. If you need a little bit more support, bring the hands to the low back. In fact, if not already, bring the hands to the low back. We're going to come to a shoulder stand just for transition. So lift the feet up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. The hands on that low back supporting. Breathe. Last couple breaths. Little inversion to close out this class. You're with me. We're gonna come back through plow just for transition. So slow, slow, slow. Bring those feet back up and overhead. When you're ready, hands come back down to the mat and slow as you need, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're gonna start to roll out of this. I like to place a bend in my knees as I come down. Hug the knees in, rock a little side to side. Give yourself one last squeeze. We're gonna squeeze into that little ball, squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes. If there's anything we didn't touch, squeeze it now. Inhale. Exhale, release. Extend those legs out long. Take up as much space as you need. Let the eyes close down. Let the breath come back to normal. And just let the body melt. That was definitely a lot of work today, so definitely use this as your reward to just rest. Find that space in between doing. See if you can get heavy. Maybe noticing that gentle fatigue sweep over the body. Shavasana. This is probably the hardest pose to stay in during a home practice. But if you can, take the extra time. Otherwise, we will say that is the official end. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you leave feeling a little more energized. We definitely got some work there, but sometimes we need a little extra push. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Namaste.